Tulong! Tulong!
No one was around, no one to save me. Water gushed violently over my head. The river, which became a raging torrent, pushed me to its perilous bottom. I had no doubt that my time has come.
Suddenly, a huge black irrigation hose slammed on my back. I grabbed it before the strong current could drag me farther away. With the energy I had left, I pulled myself up onto the shore. I spent the next 30 minutes lying down on the bank of the river, thinking about what just happened. I was so shocked. I couldn't help but cry. I thought to myself, this is it. I quit. My name is Rom Blanco, the 7th out of 9 sons of a rice and vegetable farmer. I was born and raised at the foothills of the longest mountain range of the Philippines, the Sierra Madre. And this is my story. When I was in 5th grade, because of my parents' struggle to make ends meet, my mother decided to bring me to a new foundation that was established in our neck of the woods. It's called GreenEarth Heritage Foundation. Aside from their work in rebuilding the forests and providing new livelihoods in organic agriculture, GreenEarth had a child sponsorship program for farmers' children. They were teaching children to live, hope, and dream. But for us to be connected to donors and receive a modest monthly monetary support, there was a serious counterpart. Every GreenEarth child was required to attend the English and computer literacy classes, as well as Bible-based values formation sessions at the Foundation's Learning Center every weekend and every day during the summer. For me, this meant walking 4 hours round trip across a bridgeless river and kilometers of unpaved roads and sloping terrains in order to get to GreenEarth every time.
When I nearly drowned, I said no more. I wiped my tears as I thought about the agonizing consequences of quitting. I would be like my brothers and parents who never completed school.
I detested the thought of relying on illegal logging for income, which is the bread and butter for many members of my community. No matter how I viewed my family's situation, there is simply no light at the end of the tunnel.
My mind was tormented by my near-death experience. I was faced with hard choices: to risk drowning in the river or drown in poverty forever. No, I will not give up. I could not forget my English teacher in 5th grade who inspired me. She is the most hard-working public school teacher I have ever known. Her passion infected me. Coming from an impoverished background with both her parents being farmers, she always shared with us her life stories growing up. She emphasized to her students that poverty should never be a hindrance in fulfilling one's dreams. She worked as a domestic servant while studying until she fulfilled her dream of becoming a teacher. I continued attending GreenEarth's programs, and there I discovered that most of the world's poor depend on the environment for survival. Trees restore productivity to the land and replenish the dry soil, giving the rural poor a sustainable way to make a living. They prevent landslides and flooding too. Planting trees, therefore, is the best way to alleviate poverty. In my own small way, I contributed my own food forest at GreenEarth. It took me 5 years to plant 1,500 trees. I have given my trees to my father as a gift, and I'm very happy that my project is not just benefiting our environment. The harvest of organic tea leaves is increasing my father's income already.
Eventually, GreenEarth's leadership noticed that I was outpacing the other farmers' kids in terms of English. They helped me vie for the scholarship offered by the International School, Manila. Though I could hardly speak English because we did not speak it at home, I couldn't believe the results of the exam. It was a miracle, no doubt. The Lord Jesus was the wind behind my back.
Miraculously, in 2012, I became the first farmer's child to win the International School Manila Scholarship in its 92-year history.
ISM was an extremely tough mountain to climb. If my classmates knew 1,000 words, I probably knew 200. It was all about trying to catch up. English, math, science, social studies, everything was far more advanced than what I was used to.
My nights were always long and sleepless, preparing for each and every school day.
The road was always arduous and steep. I got very tired, and all I ever wanted to do was graduate from high school and rest.
Oftentimes, my GreenEarth mom would drop by my room at 2 in the morning and would see me studying. She tried to help me with my schoolwork, especially English. Whether it be at 6 a.m. before I go to school or at 2 a.m. if necessary, my GreenEarth mom would always lead me in prayer. We tried never to let a day pass without a Bible study. We prayed because we understood the teaching of the Lord Jesus, that apart from God, we can do nothing. On the contrary, we can do all things through Christ who gives us strength. This was my life at ISM for 5 years.
The Lord took me from victory to victory. We rejoiced in every semester that I passed all my subjects, sometimes even making it on the honor roll.
One day, during one of our prayer times and Bible studies at home, the words of the Lord Jesus strongly resonated in my ears. To whom much is given, much is required. It suddenly dawned on me that the God who brought me to ISM is the same God who can take me to greater heights. Nothing is impossible with Him.
The Lord is my shepherd. He is my strength and my shield, because He said that He will never leave me nor forsake me. I must go for the highest mountaintop.
With my GreenEarth mom standing by me all the way, I pressed on. I continued to prepare and work diligently on my college apps, praying that I could win a scholarship in the best university overseas. I spent my 2-week Christmas break writing 18 essays in total.
January 1st was the deadline. We missed the fireworks and everything. The college application process was overwhelming. Over the next 3 months, the results started to trickle in. I got rejection after rejection after rejection. I was devastated. My faith started to waver. I had 2 choices: to lose hope or to cling onto God's promise in Jeremiah 29:11. I chose to hold on to God.
There were only a few days left, and I still have not received anything. Then all of a sudden, while we were having a Bible study, I heard a chime coming from my laptop. I won the Freeman Asian Scholarship from Wesleyan University. A few more days passed. On the very last day of releasing of results, the Lord unleashed the rest of His astounding blessings. I won 4 full-ride scholarships from Harvard, Dartmouth, and New York University, Abu Dhabi. The message of the Lord was resounding. With 4 full-ride scholarships, He clearly wanted me to attend college in the United States. The Lord has an amazing plan for my life, and last but not the least, the Lord is a very generous giver.
I am reminded of what He said in Matthew 7, verse 11. If we, human beings, can give good gifts to our children, what more our Father in heaven?
I selected the university whose motto is truth.
My tremendous blessing made me realize that every success comes with a heaping measure of sacrifice. If you are not willing to pay the price, then don't expect the reward. Hurdling the river without a bridge in my neck of the woods was the price I had to pay to receive world-class education and the opportunity to have a better future. Silver or gold I have none, but what I have is hope. The one true God who fulfilled His promise to me is the same God who will put into completion the hope that He has given you.